Good morning. I am going into work a little later today. I figured it might be a good opportunity for some education on my page. So today I'm going to be covering the energy centers of the body. A lot of people, before they do a Reiki session, ask me questions like, I don't know, what is a chakra? Or how does it unbalance itself? How do I balance it? So I'm going to give you like a Cliff Notes version of the chakras, the energy centers of the body, and we're just going to kind of go through the basics of it so that you can be empowered to do what you need to do at home as well as, after a session with me. So I grabbed this little whiteboard here just so I can really point out the different areas that I am trying to communicate about. So I'm going to start off by saying there are 7 main chakras of the body. There are a ton more kind of subcategories of chakras, but the 7 today are the ones that I mainly focus on during a treatment. And I also have to say, Reiki is not about balancing the chakras. Reiki is about bringing healing universal golden energy into the body to help clear out any stagnant energy, negative energy. It can help move the energy through from like grief, trauma. It can accelerate healing if you have like an injury or something like that. But most of all, it promotes deep relaxation. Chakra balancing is also extremely important, in my opinion, because you can have this one thing in your life that is sticking around that can affect your lower energy centers, which are in turn going to affect all of the energy centers. So it's so important to me to recognize when you have a chakra out of balance because it can manifest as physical symptoms. So we really want to stay on top of this. Sometimes people present with, like a sore throat or achy legs, and it absolutely can be connected to your spiritual body or your energetic body. We've got our little friend here. I'm just going to quickly use my marker to mark on the body where the energy centers are. And then we will go through them together. So this is the location of the 7 main chakras of the body. Root chakra, picture that as your roots into the earth. Oftentimes, the process of being misaligned will go all the way up to the top and block everything in its path. So we really want to make sure that all of the ones below are balanced. So root chakra, located at the base of the spine. Its traits: safety, groundedness, stability. Oftentimes, if you are food insecure or shelter insecure or financially insecure, this can be knocked out of alignment. It provides emotional strength in face of fear and anxiety. So a couple things you can do to rebalance the chakra at home: spend time in nature. Get your feet on the grass. Like, that is the easiest thing you can do. Gardening can be really good. But even just like standing in the grass and bare feet, be very careful. You don't step on anything. Obviously do it in a safe area. That's the easiest way. Like, feel those roots come down from your feet and go right down into the center of the earth. And then when you're breathing in, picture that energy coming up into the body. And it can be really cleansing and really help open up those chakras. So the next chakra of the body is the sacral chakra, located just over the sacrum. I usually use the belly button as sort of a marker to where that is. If you are face up, I usually go like a couple inches below the belly button. If you are face down, I usually just go to your lower back where your sacrum is. The symptoms of a blocked sacral chakra. It can look like isolation, anxiety, loneliness, low libido, lack of creativity, and lack of inspiration. The emotions connected to the sacral chakra is anger and fear. So if there's something going on and you've been feeling really anxious or really fearful, that could come out by blocking off that chakra or that energy center and preventing it from moving freely and doing what it's supposed to. So you might notice in your life then these symptoms start coming out. So sometimes this can look like excessive boundaries, so not being able to set boundaries, and poor social skills. Treatment for this at home to work on your hip mobility. Oftentimes, the hips will become stiff. So, the way that that looks in this sense of treatment, move your body in a flowing way. So, I'm talking about just dancing, even in just your living room, outside, just flowy dancing. Like you want to get like your hips really swaying and moving. So that's going to really help move the energy through. Water, spend time in water, drink water, be around water, like visualize water when you're meditating. Water is how the energy flows through the body. So if you are around water and connecting to water, this will help. Explore your creativity. Try some painting. I said take a dance class. Like you really just want to get your brain activating that creative side. Connect to the moon. You could do this by, taking a walk outside when there's a moon out, stargazing, or you can also take a jar of drinkable water, clean jar, of course, put a lid on it, put it out in the moonlight. Let that moonlight infuse into the jar and then drink it the next morning. Or you can also do that and then dump it into your dump it into your bath water for like a nice moon bath. The color connected to the chakra is orange. So if you're looking for any crystals, go for orange. You can also wear orange and eat orange foods. You can also visualize orange while you're meditating to help open up that energy center. Cool, right? So the next one is the solar plexus, and that is located about 3 fingers above the belly button or near the xiphoid process. So that is the hard little bone that's right at the bottom of your breastbone. Symptoms of your solar plexus being out of alignment. It can look like feeling powerless. You could be quick to anger. You can experience abdominal pain, digestive issues, weight gain around your middle. Emotions tied to the chakra is anger and aggression. Having a regulated solar plexus oftentimes looks like self-confidence, a great sense of self-worth, assertiveness. You can make decisions knowledgeably, and you feel inner strength. Treatment of the blocked solar plexus can look as simple as strengthening your core. So, like doing some more core strengthening. Good digestion. So, if you're dealing with digestion issues, take a look at them. Are you eating something you're not supposed to be? Is your body sensitive to something that you're eating? Do you have to be more aware of what you're eating? Deep breathing can really help because this sits directly behind the diaphragm. By deep breathing, you're moving energy into that center. Chakra is connected to the color yellow, so you can wear yellow clothes, eat yellow foods, and visualize yellow while you are meditating. How's everyone feeling so far? I want you to just take a second, check in with your body. Do you need a drink of water? Do you need a bathroom break? Like, really feel how you're feeling inside. If you're not in a place to sit down and learn right now, that's perfectly okay too. Like, go take a break, go do something you need to do, come back later. So, the next chakra in the sequence is going to be the heart chakra. And you've probably already assumed it's located over our heart. Physical symptoms of your heart chakra being blocked. It can come across as asthma, lung disease, sluggish lymphatic system, arm and wrist problems or pain, and shoulder, back, chest problems or pain. So when I say problems, it could come across as a frozen shoulder or carpal tunnel. Like it's all connected through the energetic system of the body. You can feel anxious, have pressure in your chest, feel like a broken heart, heavy heart, loneliness. Emotions connected to the chakra is jealousy, abandonment, bitterness, and over loving. It's the center of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Treatment of this chakra looks like happiness. And I know that's easier said than done, but you really want to practice gratitude, practice your acts of kindness to make other people loved. Get out and do things you love. So the next chakra is the throat chakra. It is located at the throat, so like right here where this little notch is. The throat chakra can look like a sore throat or trouble clearing the throat. Symptoms can come across as dishonesty, insecurity, social anxiety, difficulty expressing yourself. You can be shy or timid, or having difficulty making decisions. The emotions connected to the chakra is personal expression, self-awareness, finding truth, and fear to communicate. So how to fix this? Neck stretching. So just movement in your neck. Focus on range of motion. Do your stretches your massage therapist gave you. Focus on your breathing. So this can either just be a few minutes during the day or like a meditation before bed. Journaling. So journaling your feelings, journaling your fears, your anxieties. Get everything out on paper. Whatever you feel like you can't say out loud, get it on paper. Singing is incredible because it vibrates your vocal cords, which in tune, it starts moving energy in that energy center. Screaming is something that it feels aggressive to most people. In a safe environment, it can be very therapeutic to let that intense energy out of your body. And last of all, the color blue. So blue is associated with this chakra. You can wear blue, eat blue foods. There's not a ton of them. And visualize blue while you are meditating. Second to last chakra, we are going to talk about, sorry, I'm just erasing my notes here, is the third eye chakra. Okay, so the third eye, located directly above in between your eyebrows in the middle of your forehead. Physical symptoms of a blockage can include brain fog, headaches, vision problems, problems with your pituitary gland, problems with your pineal gland, and problems with your hypothalamus. Symptoms: you can lack intuition, you can be unaware of your own feelings, lose inner connection with yourself, and lose your connection to inner wisdom. Emotions, perception. So you can perceive things differently than they're coming across. Your awareness can be off, so you are less aware of your environment, less aware of the people around you, less aware of yourself even. and lack of spiritual connection. So treatment, be present, put the phone away, enjoy your family get together, enjoy your hike in nature, be present. So pick out things you can see, things you can hear, things you can smell, things you can touch, things you can taste. That will bring your self-awareness back. Visualize. So spend some time doing visual meditations. It doesn't have to be anything intense. Close your eyes, picture a butterfly. Can you see the butterfly? What is the butterfly doing? Is the butterfly a certain color? If you're not seeing a butterfly, what are you seeing? So connecting in with things like that can really help activate that part of your brain. Creativity. Creativity can be many different things, playing an instrument, baking, painting, dancing, like it can all be connected, but just engaging that creativity side of your brain. And the color is indigo, kind of like my nice little lava lamp back there. So while you're meditating, you can visualize indigo, you can eat indigo foods, you can dress in indigo colors. Just being around indigo is going to help open up this chakra. Also, indigo crystals. Shove some of those guys in your pocket. But not least, the crown chakra. And just like its name, it is located at the crown of the head. All of the energy kind of sits up here right above the head. When I am doing an energy cleansing or chakra opening, Reiki, anything like that, this is the chakra and the energy center that brings all of the other energy centers together. So when I'm working on the energy centers, I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to make sure each one is in alignment. And then I'm going to visualize that energy coming all the way through your feet, your roots, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye. And then it's going to go right out the top of your head. And when I bring it out the top of your head, I'm going to visualize it coming out as this great big white light of just pure love and safety and security. And I visualize that washing, kind of coming out like a fountain and all back through your body. So that is really how we're going to stimulate this crown chakra. Physical symptoms of the crown chakra being blocked, it can come through as depression, inability to learn, sensitivity to light and sound. You can have issues with self-knowledge, issues with greater power, indecisiveness, less focus, and you could be lacking purpose in your life. The emotions connected to it are peace, life purpose, intuition, and inspired. So when this is aligned, I would consider you fully connected spiritually. Treatment for this can look like quiet, which is wild for some people, but really sitting in the silence and feeling that quiet in your brain can be helpful for this chakra. Gratitude, so practicing gratitude either through journaling or just telling people you're grateful. Just being grateful for the things that you have around you in your life. Guided meditation. So this can really help create more focus. It can heighten your intuition, your mindfulness. The colors associated with it, some people say violet is associated with it. I prefer to use white because I visualize white as a very powerful and cleansing energy. So to me, by pulling white light up through the body and then bringing it around, it is very cleansing and protecting. How do blockages feel to me while I'm energy clearing? When I'm energy clearing, I am feeling for areas where I can't feel the flow of energy. So normally when I'm working on the body, I'll either hover or place my hands directly on it, depending on the area. When your body is emitting the right energy, it almost feels like a pull in a clockwise direction. So I can feel that energy moving in a clockwise direction. So when you have a blockage and I'm trying to feel for energy, it will feel dense. So I don't feel any movement. And it almost sometimes feels like something is pushing back to my hands. A great tool for people who are visual is a pendulum. So I will hold the pendulum still over that certain point, and so I will say, like, is this chakra open? And I will visualize. So it is spinning in a clockwise direction now, which means that chakra is open. So sometimes I'm just going to move it here for educational purposes. If it's swinging too much like this, that can mean that it's over opened. So maybe, so maybe, for example, in the sacral region, if your sacral chakra is over opened, this can sometimes look as hypersexuality, or can sometimes come across as like some sort of like narcissism. The heart chakra, like maybe you're giving too much love to somebody, or maybe you're feeling things too much. So by balancing the chakras, not just opening, but balancing, we can create more harmony inside the body. So I will go through, I can feel all this with my hands, but sometimes I will pull out the pendulum if it's a little unclear. So I can kind of like go through all of the chakras this way. So pretend this is you. I will literally go through each of the 7 chakras. We'll kind of take note of what is imbalanced and what is not as imbalanced. And we will go through and clear out that energy together during a treatment. I also have tuning forks that I've been using recently. Each one of them correlate to the chakras and have different frequencies to help open those up. So sometimes I'll use those. So if you're feeling any of these things, or if you're feeling like out of balance, ungrounded, your brain is just super busy, you can't relax, definitely come in, give a Reiki session a go. We'll do some chakra balancing during that session. We'll also use some tuning forks maybe. I kind of just tailor each appointment to the individual. Like we can do some aromatherapy if you want. We can use some crystals if you want. Yeah, we'll just kind of figure it out. When you come in, we'll sit down, we'll have a little chat, and we'll figure out what your intention is for the session, and we'll really try to tackle that problem. And then after the session, with these tips that I gave you, you can go home and practice some of these things to keep that connection open. So I know this has been like a really long video, but thank you so much for just sitting with me and listening. I'm so grateful to be connected with such amazing people. And I'm just so grateful that I've had the opportunity to work with you hands-on and to just really create a safe, healing atmosphere for people. So thank you.